Hello, my name's Trudy. I'm a report to you Gypsy Angel Medium. And this is your Crystals 101. Everything you need to know about crystals made simple for you, my love, because I just want to put it in layman's terms. Everybody likes to overcomplicate all this spiritual stuff and make it sound like hoopla mumbo jumbo, and I want to simply simplify. So, if you still have a red subscribe button on my channel, you need to click subscribe. And then when there's the notification bell, you want to hit that one too. That way you get notified when I upload brand new content, because you're going to want to fucking see it. You already know this. You know that you want to keep up with my crazy ass, okay? So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. All right. So I know that you're like feeling my vibe. I know that you're feeling this connection, the juicy, energy that I exude for myself. You're feeling the connection. I know you do, because I feel it too. Okay, and so that all being said, if you want more coaching with me, if you want one-on-one coaching with me, there is an option for you to get on a call with me, a free coaching call, to find out what the blockage is, which chakras are blocked, what is keeping you from living your highest life? What is keeping you from living out your higher self-existence here in this three-dimensional plane, okay? So if you feel like I'm the coach for you, you feel like I can get you through this, you feel the connection, you understand the words that are falling out of my mouth and they make sense, okay, you want to get on a coaching call, click on the description box below, follow the instructions. It's going to take you to my Calendly. You're going to schedule a call, and if it feels really yummy, if it feels super juicy, if it feels like, yes, if it feels like that, then I will get you into my 90-day coaching to balance all of your chakras and open your third eye, okay? But now on to today's subject. We're talking crystals. Look at these beautiful, divine, delicious crystals. Yes. Take a minute to absorb the energy of these crystals. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a Okay. I know it didn't seem like I was exhaling through my mouth, but it was, because it's coming out through my throat chakra. Okay, so this specifically is a rose quartz, and it's in the rose. It's in the quartz family. It's rose because of its color. I'll show you a different example of a quartz. This is a clear quartz. It looks almost like glass, but it's not, I assure you. You see the smoky little bits in it, and there's like, if I hold it at a certain angle, you can see like rainbows through it. Also, crystals have a specific cut that will give them, you see how there's like smoky bits in there? And this is a polished crystal, whereas this is a raw crystal that has not been polished, right? This is an amethyst geode chunk. So this is not polished, this is also raw, but it's a geode chunk. It's like it was a rock and they busted it open, and this is the beautiful gorgeousness that was inside. Yes, I identify with these crystals like on some whole other level, because first of all, for a crystal to become a crystal, they have to undergo so much fucking pressure. What about you? What kind of pressure have you undergone in your life, right? So do you identify with these crystals like already, just with that? They're so wonderful and they're so evolved. I know we're like, rocks are evolved? Yes. Yes. Okay. I know we're talking about rocks being evolved. This is funny. Okay. So like they also have colors. This one being pink is like lovey-dovey energy. And so rose quartz I recommend when you want to love yourself, love a situation, add some love to the situation. When isn't love necessary? Okay, so like this one, this is a big go-to. And another awesome thing about any one of the ones in the quartz family is that you can add them to your water. So like, let's say I want to drink me some rich bitch juice. I got me some clear crystal quartz in there. Sorry, I'm gonna dip my fingers into my water. Look at this. I got a clear quartz geode because I wanted to show you a couple different geodes. Look at this. So this is a geode. It is raw. Look at the outside of it. Looks like a rock, but when you bust it open, it's gorgeous. I love them. I love them. That was a science experiment that I conducted with my daughter. And so you can go spiritual with the kids. They love it too. So I wanted to talk about this one because I was going over this with a friend of mine, and this is called citrine. Okay, and this is not to be confused with selenite. I was talking about it in another one of my videos. Citrine is for manifesting. Oftentimes people will say, you know, the color of the stone is reminiscent of the chakra that it represents. And yes, you can use this for the solar plexus, being that it's yellow. Oh my God, but it is so powerful for the third eye. It is one of my all-time favorite go-tos. And I know this one doesn't look like it's the same crystal, but it is. It's just this one's from China and this one's from Brazil. Brasil! So, este cristal aqui é do Brasil e este aqui da China. Yeah, so we have two different kinds from two different parts of the world. They have two different shapes. They're both polished. Okay? And so this one from Brazil is a little bit more yellow than this one's really pale. Actually, on that note, let me show you another one. This one is from Taiwan, and it's another citrine. But I feel like, even though they claim it's a citrine, I feel like it's a citrine combined with smoky quartz, which is another type of quartz. It's like a clear quartz, but it's gone dark and smoky. And they all have a different vibration. So the quartz families are all safe to put inside of your water. The ones you definitely want to stay away from are blue color crystals or green color crystals. Do not put those in your water at all. They often have traces of arsenic, and that's poisonous. So I'm going to go ahead and put some citrine in there. We've got clear quartz and citrine quartz also. Let's see, what other type of quartz do I have in here? Ta-da-ta-da. I don't have another quartz, but normally I would put in here some rose quartz or some amethyst. I don't have any other chunks. I tried being prepared here for this video with a few different kinds of crystals so that I could show you, but this is crystal water. If you want to intensify your crystal water, you can leave it inside of like a glass, perhaps mason jar or what have you, recipient that's got a lid. Preferably leave it outside in the sun for a day, and that will be your sun crystal water, because the crystals get charged with the sun and with the moon. So you want to, from time to time, not only do the crystal water to drink it, which, by the way, I'm gonna have a drink. So good. So from time to time, you also want to charge your crystals in the sunlight. You want to put them beneath the moon. Any moon is wonderful, but honestly, the moons that are really powerful are going to be the new moons and the full moons, so you want to keep up with that. Now, when you get a brand new crystal, I don't care if somebody gifted it to you or if you just purchased it at the store because it was looking at you and it was like, hey, you, pick me up. I've been waiting for you my whole life. And you got yourself a crystal and you're like, well, what do I do with it? Okay, so there's a few ways to, look, I've got salt here. So what you can do is just cover it with salt completely, right? And leave it covered in salt overnight. Also, I've got Palo Santo or sage or cinnamon stick or even, oh my gosh, bay leaf. Bay leaf works for this. You want to smudge your crystal, and so like this one here is black tourmaline. Black crystals are oftentimes for protection. I love this. So what you're going to do is, if you're doing a smoke ritual, you want to get all of the nooks and crannies smothered and smudged with smoke. I don't know if you can see the smoke over here just filling all of the crevices. It's really hard to capture that, but anyways, so this is, and it actually stays, like if you can see the smoke goes with the crystal, like it's following the crystal. This crystal really needed to be smudged. Whoa. So this is just an amazing example. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to finish smudging it because the crystal definitely wanted to be smudged. Also, you'll know with Palo Santo, it's like intuitive about when its job is done. It's kind of like Mary Poppins. It stops smoldering when it's time. So this is black tourmaline. And that one's amazing for protection. Now, here's the really interesting part about the crystals. They're raw minerals. So let's go back to chemistry class. The periodic table of elements. That's the chemical composition for these babies, and it's really fucking interesting, I might say. If I do say so myself. Okay, that's really repetitive. Whatever, I am saying so, okay? This one's called lepidolite, and this one's incredibly interesting. One day, I was just like, gee whiz, this lavender-colored crystal gives me such a feeling of calm soothingness. I wonder, and this is the first time I ever took it upon myself to research the chemical composition of one of the crystals that I use for healing. And lepidolite, turns out that it is lavender color, yes. It is soothing, yes. It is rich in lithium, which is what they give to the crazies to calm them down. Now, this one I don't recommend that you put inside of your water. However, it is excellent to carry it on your person, put it on a necklace. Like this one's got a little thing for it. I just can't wear things around my neck. I've got a thing. Anyways, but like you can make yourself, I wanted to talk about that. You can make yourself like a little crystal bag and like carry it in your bra and be a weirdo like me. Or, you know, you could just be like, oh, well, I'm going to wear my hair in this bun today and I'm going to have a crystal up in my bun and nobody... What's that Instagram thing that there's like, or TikTok, they're like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. How will they know? Right? And there's a crystal right up in my hair. So there it is. The lepidolite is rich in lithium. So if you need some calming, this is your baby. All right, so we've got some that are metallic, and these are awesome. I wanted to talk about these guys because, like, hematite, we're talking about, like, healing benefits that they have, and you want to do your research. You're going to be naturally drawn. Like, when you go to a crystal store, I want you to do this experiment, okay? So when you go to the crystal store, you're going to grab a crystal that you're like, wow, I love that crystal. But there's, like, 15 of them, and you're like, holy fuck, I love that crystal, too. I love them all. Because it's like that when you go to the crystal store, you just want to buy every freaking one of them, okay? And you could spend hundreds of dollars and wasn't enough. So you want to make sure you're getting the right ones, right? Okay, this is the Trudy method, or not the Trudy method. This is the method that they gave Trudy at Black Market Minerals in Orlando. And so what you do is you put the crystal to your chest, and you'll either go forward or you'll go backward. So if it's meant to go home with you, you're gonna lean into it. And if it's not for you, you're gonna lean back. But like, be careful. Some people it promise you it's gonna work. Okay, some people might fall all the way back, so be careful. That's what I'm saying about be careful. Now what I was saying about this hematite, oh my gosh, I love jewelry made of hematite, but every time I get one of these babies, I break them. And then the polarity of it now, look at this. It magnetizes, but it won't go back into the same spot. Like, it just, if you could just see, I'm trying to put it there, but it won't. It's like, it just won't. Like, I'll put it over here. And it just doesn't want to go to that side. And it's magnetic. So like, for example, my tweezers. And this is very useful to somebody like me because it gives you iron in your blood. Now, what's funny about this one, I was obsessed with it when I first found out that you should, like, oh my gosh, it adds to your iron blood level. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hematite the F out of the day today. And I went and I put one of these here in my head, like I was just saying about wrapping a turban with your hair in crystal, and like, oh my God, what a bad idea. Holy moly, that was a bad idea. Because this crystal on your head makes you incredibly loopy. Not a good idea. There's different ways you want to use it. You don't want to put this one inside of water. Definitely don't want to put this one inside of water. That black tourmaline, you don't want to put inside of water. It'll dissolve. And also, black tourmaline, you don't want to leave it inside of the car because it will fuck with the negative of the car battery. It fucks with all of the negative in life in general. Like, it wants to make everything a positive. And so it recalibrates the negative into a positive. It's a really, really good, powerful crystal. What else? So I've got some red crystal here that I wanted to share with you. This is the one that I really identify with. I mean, look, my hair, my nails, my lips. It's called garnet. And this is the tiniest little chunk right here. It looks almost black, but I swear that it's red. It's like the deepest red. I've got a little jar full of garnet also right here. And this is big time a root chakra stone. So if you don't have the oomph to get up and go, if you're not feeling sexy, if you have a if you have a business meeting that you want to beat the fuck out of and you want to be boss and lead the way in that meeting, this is the entrepreneur stone. That's how I feel about it. I love me some friggin' garnet. So there's crystals. I mean, you can go by colors. The colors will go by the chakra or perhaps the emotions. Here's some fluorite. It's a chunk of it because I broke it several years ago. And I don't know, here's some different chunks of lapis lazuli. And I'm showing you little tiny ones because honestly, I showed you some big ones and now I'm showing you little itty bitty tiny ones because the tiny ones are just as powerful. They're so wonderful and beautiful. This is a piece of, oh my God, what is this called? Amber? Rainbow pyrite? Coral? So, like, there's lots of crystals and there's lots of ways to use them. You can take spiritual showers with them and put them in the shower with you. You can put them beneath your pillow. You can make a crystal grid and draw something and put it on top of it. You can put a mirror and put the crystals in a beautiful shape on top of the mirror. You can put a photograph of yourself or something that you're looking forward to and put crystals around it. You can put crystals on a plant that needs some help. I had a fish that was not doing well health-wise, and I put a crystal inside of his bowl, and he lived a lot longer. I feel like because of the crystal. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but crystals are just so wonderful to add to your life, and I encourage you to go down this rabbit hole of abyss and unknown about the crystals because they're so enriching. They're so beautiful. And thank you for allowing me to be the one to introduce this into your life. So, well, I love you. Love me back. Love yourself. Love everybody around you. Mwah.